Okay.
All the way over to the side. Get those hands up. Hands up in front of your face. Oh, okay. That was it. Yeah. Sometimes I'll probably ask her name. All right, guys. Front rolls. Front rolls. Side control. I'll do a front flip. This is front roll. And you're like, I need you all to do acrobatics.
Who is that?
Yes. Keep it going, Ryan. I'm gonna go. Back rolls. Good enough to be a partner on your back. Yeah.
Yeah, I can just
Straighten those legs out. Straighten those legs out.
I can let Paul attack.
Or we got it. Yeah, get up for these numbers. Hi, buddy.
Hey, tell her this was
Spider-Man!
So I'll send you a link.
On your hands.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. So alternate other arm, other leg. Right leg comes up to your right elbow and it's back. Left arm, left leg. There you go. Yep, that's it. Keep yourself in like a push up.
All this does is just opens up your knee side. How you gonna get a stretch in the groin?
Down and push up.
If I get a partner up when you're done. Alright. So we're gonna warm up with some passing drills. Everybody look in here. First one we're gonna do is this bullfighter pass or Toriano. You'll hear them called both things. And how Brazilian the person is. Okay? I'll call him bullfighter because I'm not Brazilian. Alright. So I'm gonna grab his pants right below the knee. I'm just gonna push his knee to the chest. Step to the side. Trying to put my knee down. Come back. Up. Step. Back. It doesn't matter. I prefer to go inside, outside, but some people go outside, inside, and just put the knee straight down. So it's going to look like this when you're doing it. Up. Notice how my feet, I don't have a stagnant stance. I'm over here, I'm like straight line with his waist, right? Hip, foot, all on the straight line, right? I see a lot of people will do this. It doesn't work this way. Okay. If I got it, if I need to see it again, you don't have to go super fast. I just want to do it a little slow. Okay. So partner up, one person down, one person up. 1, 2, 3.
Guys can spread out.
Yeah, get some room.
Get a little crunch up.
Because whenever you're actually doing this, you're going to be putting weight on the belly. So you want to drive off this. Right? So you're not doing that now. Good. Fine. Good. Next one, guys. Next pass. Hip pin. The hip pin pass. Okay? So, same thing. I'm going to start with both hands on the knees. Take a little step to get an ankle. I'm not going completely to the side. I'm just at like a 45-degree angle. Alright? If I step to my left, my right hand is going to the far hip. Alright? Y'all need to step around here so you can see me close. I don't have boots or anything. You get close. Alright? Notice this hand's still on the knee. Alright? I'm going to push the knee down. Drive this shoulder in. Alright? Come back up. Back to the front. Ankle. Hip. Knee. Shoulder. Ankle. Hip. Knee. Shoulder. Ankle, hip, knee, shoulder. Just like that. See how my arms are making an X? I gotta make sure his knee stays down here. Alright? This pass doesn't work if I let this go. It gets back in front of the retard. Then I just let all this slip. Alright? So again, real quick, like this. You don't have to like pile grab your shoulder into this. Just move. Got it? You don't have to go fast, just move. All right, 1, 2, 3. There you go. You're going to be turning your body this way. Yeah. Drive that shoulder down. Keep going. Usually we have a whole class on this stuff. So it's okay if you're learning this on the fly. Angle. Right there. There you go. Knee. Finish your rep. Switch. Stop, stop. Go. See it. Angle. Not too far over. We just want to get into our ankle. Finish your rep. Yeah, that one's a little bit trickier. Alright, last one right here. So this is like a split leg pass. Alright. So everybody look in here. I'm going to start with one leg inside right here. Okay? Grab the knee. I'm going to do a donkey kick. Back. And push back in. It's kind of like a bullfighter pass, but it's more so if somebody's got you like this kind of, call this reverse tail here. Alright, so like somebody's attaching, I won't do it right. Zayden, if I have to tell you one more time not to mess with the weights. Huh? Okay. Go. Switch top to bottom. Go. You're just pushing the knees that way. Step with your outside foot first. You don't want to be turning anything like this. Like heart rate thing, Shawn Michaels back in the day, and I know his thing. Yeah. Push those knees away from when you go to bring your knee in, push the knees away from you. There's a guy named Andrew Wiltsey that calls this bloodsaw passing. It's a nightmare. Alright guys, so we learned very basics of some passes. So we do those passes to get the side control. We don't do those passes to come back into a half lift. Okay? We don't want to. We want to pass his guard. We want to get past his hips and his legs and get into the side. Okay? So pick a pass, whichever one. I want to pick this split pass. Step, step, up, under, up, under the side. Alright. Now notice when I went into the side control, I went to the under hook first. Alright? So I'm taking this arm under his bar line. Alright? I'm going around the head. I'm getting chest to chest. I'm driving my shoulder into his chin. My goal is, if my butt's back here, I don't want him looking at my butt ever. I want him looking away from my butt. Okay? That's basically where I can put it. I want him looking away. He does want to look. But he does want to turn into it. Okay? So, right now, if I'm just up like this, Ryan, get over on the side and face the injury bar. Alright? Now, if I put just a little bit of pressure on Ryan's chin and make him look away, now I'm trying to turn into me, you can't turn the shoulders on. Okay? The body can't go if you can't look away. Does that make sense? So that's my goal. I want to make him look away so he can't turn back into me. Alright? So, the other important step of side control, I want to say chest to chest. I want to be off my knees. Alright? I know some people try to be nice on your own mats, but you're only doing your partner an injustice because you're not giving them the pressure that they'll see later on. I'm not saying beat up or don't smash it. But, don't be on your knees so the first time they ever go to a dance class, one of the bigger higher belts comes down and they're like, yes, yes. So, just go like this, alright? And then, last thing, you always want to have something blocking this hip, alright? I like to use my hip. If I have this control, I like to drop my hip into his hip, right here. Alright? Now, if I'm going for a pass or doing something else, I can even switch Ryan right now. Let's go right over. Right. Now, if I get my weight back, so like the top of my chest is on this side of his body, and I'm getting my shoulder into his chin, Ryan trying to do that. He's not doing it. Alright? But if I'm up here, he's taking me for a ride. Alright? So try to settle back. Side control is the side control, not on top of the chest. Okay? Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3. He is also hard.
It's just because the angle.
Yeah, switch. If you do 2, then switch up. Pass the line.
So here's what you work on here is when you move, so
Good, yeah. You hear your partner. Tell you looks good. Switch back top to bottom.
when you get it there, Robert, it's one of the things. So
Alright. How we doing, guys? Everybody got it? This is good side control pressure kind of comes with time. But once, like I tell everybody the story, you said it. people sleep just from applying side control pressure. But here we go. So you're in good side control. You cook them a little bit, and you're like, I want this to be done. Right? Now, I have my good head and arm control. I'm going to get on my knees on my pushing iron. Right? So I'm going to take my hand, that's the underhook hand, and I'm going to bring it back onto his bicep. Right? The reason I'm doing this, because if he has a frame in or something, right, I want to isolate this arm. This arm is all by itself over here. It's just saying, do something perfect. Right? But I can't do it if he's framed. So I'm going to take this hand here, bring it back to the bicep, and push it down. It's real easy. Right? Now, as I have this push down, bring this arm that's around his head, I'm going to bring it over his head. Like this. Right? At the same time, I'm going to grab his wrist. Right? Right? Put that here. Under his elbow, just like a Kimura grip. Put my head down. I'm going to scrape his knuckles along the neck. Right? Same time I'm like making like a motorcycle revving motion, but I'm pushing it right to his hand. I want his hand to turn out. Yes, straight down. Good.
I got it.
Good. Again, this. Got to frame it. So, underhook arm, bicep, push down. Across the head, grab the wrist, bring it down. Take it forward, grab the engine, bring it down. Just apply it slow. Some people are more flexible than others. One last time. Yeah, bring in, bicep, around the head, grab the wrist, bigger forward, left, drag the wrist. Right? Might need to see that again. I'll come around a lot.
Not yet.
Not yet, I'll come around a lot.
Yeah, that's what I noticed, like, you bring your arm around, you want to kind of drag from across.
Yeah, I don't want to bring it up here
Yeah.
so you can get another frame in.
When it's
So
close to his face, it's-
I'm bringing this just scraping his forehead. What's that? Yeah. Yeah, if I wanted to, I could bring my elbow back, kind of misalign the spine a little bit. Alright,
What is that called?
that's the key lock or Americana. Alright. Yeah, just start in side control, do it a couple times, and switch top to bottom on your own.
This hand back on the bicep. So try to just keep everything tight and try to just hold your hand. And then
Some people are very flexible. Like this.
Oh, yeah.
it's just a lot of this. It's actually, this is one that's really good. Left arm, you roll it inside, drop it down. Left arm.
So it's like a finger.
Bicep. Right arm. Grab the wrist. Head over the ground. Left arm goes underneath.
So, like I was telling him, anytime anybody's on side control, something to do.
No. Stop.
So, come back under the head.
Elbow.
So, don't bring your arm out and up and over. Raising up your straight. Now take your elbow and under your arm. See how I'm talking about this? So you're a little high up on the wrist. Yeah. Just make sure you tap. Anytime you're around something or something hurts. So same thing. You don't want to be this way. Yeah. Some people can turn if you hold that chin, you can you don't want to bring it up into you. You want to drive it down. So you see how it's kind of funny. Everybody look in here real quick. One thing I'm seeing, well, a couple things. Everybody look, get close. Over here. Alright. One thing I'm seeing, you don't want to grab too far down the wrist. Ryan, turn your hand. See how Ryan's able to turn his hand? Alright? Now, I grab, kind of put my middle finger on this bony part of the wrist. Now turn your hand over Ryan. See that? I've got more. Yeah. It's like I'm almost going palm to palm. Right? And this lets me, when I turn my wrist, it turns his hand, pronates the arm, his fancy neck to turn. So when I go here, I rev. Then the next thing I want to do, I won't do this because he's got tight shoulders. I want to drag his knuckles down his body. I'm not dragging him towards me. I'm not pushing him away. I'm going down his body. Right? So if there's like a parallel line with his body, I'm going to drag it down this way. Okay? I can try to do it here. It may work, but you're a bit of quicker tap. You go this way. Does that make sense? So next time you do it, try to get the meat of the hand, turn that wrist out, drag it down the body. Right? Keep going. 1, 2, 3. Do it a couple more times and we'll move on, okay? I'm not taking his elbow up like this. I'm just forcing it. It's almost like I'm trying to put all the pressure on his hand. All right, guys, time. So the defense to the key lock, to the Americana, people, as soon as you grab their wrist, they usually turn quick. This is like one of the oldest submissions, so everybody knows how to defend it. So you use this as bait, all right? So sometimes you can get that submission, especially if you're going against a smaller opponent or a smaller partner. But most of the time, as soon as you grab somebody's wrist, they flip over. But the cool thing about that is, to give me my back, or give me his back, all right? So if you can see their back, you can take their back, all right? That's a really, like a golden rule. If I can see his back, I can get on his back. So here, grab his wrist, he turns, all right? So instead of grabbing this wrist that I had, I'm gonna switch my hand to the wrist that he just brought over to the thing, all right? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring this back around his head. I'm gonna go to the figure 4 lock again. This is called a star lock, okay? So it looks like this. I come over, he turns, switch wrists. Back around his head, figure 4. Now, let's turn right. So here's the tricky part. After I have this scarf hold, I'm going to take this bottom leg and close to the butt. I'm going to step over. I'm going to drag my foot to the waist right now. Alright? Everybody see that? Yeah. So it looks like this. My foot's not out here. My foot is as close to his hip as it can be. And it is his. Alright? Now, I'm going to take my knee. I'm going to put it right up against his shoulder. I don't want to be out here. I don't want my leg being like this. Alright? It's going to be right up against his back. So Ryan can't turn back into it. Alright? So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to sit. We call this a chair sit. Alright? And I'm going to come over, throw the hook in, I'll take his back. Alright? Ryan, you're going to have to fly out of this. To me, this is the strongest position. Anybody watch UFC? Most of your submissions are rear naked chokes, right? Because you take it back. Again, push the wrist down, he defends, switch wrists, grab my own wrist, step over the waist, foot close, put my knee in the shoulder blade, leg along his back, sit, pull over to the other side. Notice how I didn't let Ryan get away from my body. I kept my chest in his back the whole time. And I throw this other opening, stop it. One time. Side control, grab the wrist, he turns, switch wrist, go around the head. Grab my own wrist, step over. Notice I'm never losing connection with my chest to his shoulder, his back. I'm staying right here. Because this doesn't need to be fast. Because if Brian tries to turn back into me, he's not doing it. All right? We can take a little bit more time. Step over. Sit. Go to the other side. Go to your left. Never cross your feet. Ever, ever, ever cross your feet. Did you learn? Did you learn today?
No, it was David that learned that.
Oh, yeah. Does anybody need to see that again? All right, come around and watch. 1, 2, 3.
You want a video? You can get a little bit closer.
So it's going to be.
If I can get straight money, can I get a Gatorade?
See how loose he is? So he's kind of like this one. So try to watch it. See how loose he got? Because you're losing connection to your chest. Like he should never be turned like this. And now
So as soon as you start to push that down, that's when yeah, just like that. So then you
So start from the start. Rest the chin.
so that you have your knee, you have this knee way too high. That's it. So then we go to there. Now we sit back. All the way over the work.
The thing is, you just want to stay here.
You want your legs, this back leg, to be like this long. And then whole leg across the feet. Unless you're over the side, and then it turns into more like
Good. If they keep rolling, you just keep rolling up on their back. The big thing is you want this elbow. So if you feel like they're going around a little bit, switch around.
keep crossing the feet. The other person just crosses their feet forward. And it'll then your ankles back.
I see what you're saying. They're rolling.
Alright, see Trish. You were sitting like this.
Yeah, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. So, get down. Just do the. Sit down. So, just start down. Go get inside. Sit down. Go inside. Yeah. There you go. So now, doesn't feel like it. You sit down. Your ears are stressed over. Sit down. That is going to be your over. It's hard to find that. If you're like this, it's better. Come all the way up here. So you have to hold your back. Go to your ear and try to bring him really. If you go straight to your back, you end up getting up like this. What you gotta do. So like in your back. There you go. See, right here. Much easier, right? No, you're jumping ahead. So, you gotta pull this out because you're gonna be going for this. As soon as you start going for that, that's when you're gonna do everything you can to bridge and grab it. You catch it from this. Step back. Here. I'm sure you're seeing that screen. Oh, it does. I don't know what that is. All the way up. Think about pulling in your lap. Sit to your butt, fall in your lap. That's this one. There you go. Like these. See? Get up your knee. No problem. Yeah, if you it happens all the time. People are gonna be there and you're just gonna roll over and it's just go fast. And then they're gonna get top. Now they got all the weight below you. You're gonna have to do some sort of you're gonna have shoulders or more. Both of them. You don't want to do all that stuff. Yourself out in your bar. Into that. It's a lot of practice. Kind of frustrating.
Anybody having trouble? Rock them over. Chin down, chin down. I kind of went along with the instructions today, so one thing I was seeing a lot, seeing a lot of people, they're trying to sit back and cut through, right? Which may be able to get away with short like me. But most of the time, if I start up here and I turn back, see how Ryan's already halfway turned? And I don't have really good control of the shoulder. Ryan can turn his hips over, turn his shoulders over, then everything I just done I've lost. Okay? So, when you're here, like I said, you don't have to go fast. You can make it just, even if you're just right here. Right? Before I ever step over doing it, lock myself back. I like to put my chin right here on the shoulder. Then I'll do everything with my chin right here. Over. I can still take my time. Am I ready? It's too hard to turn. I can even rock them up like this. Because this sucks, right? So you'll let me do this. Another thing I've seen. Some people were doing a good job of getting their chin down up until they went to sit back, right? So people were here, but they go sit back, and they were doing this. All Ryan has to do is get his shoulder back, right? Best case scenario, I'm back in the mount. On the worst case, you should sit up and up, right? So you want to keep them pulled into your shoulder the whole time. I'm not using my arms to pull him over, I'm using my body weight. Okay? Go right here. Any questions on any of that? It's all right. Yeah. So I'm here. I've had this wrist down. He doesn't want me to lock him. So this is when he's coming up. Right? So his wrist is right here. I'm just going. This. Like I said, I can sit. Right? We may even. Yeah. So you just want to control it. So even if I have it up here and I have this, if he doesn't do anything to defend it, from here, first of all. Right? And most of the time he's going to do something because he doesn't want to do more. This is a strong, powerful grip. It's more. Right? So he'll usually throw his head in there so I don't. So then I'll sit here. Right? Now there is a chance Ryan is just, he knows his chair sit's coming. He'll try to like run his body away. Get his back right here. Right? But as long as I have this more grip, I'm good. Alright? Whenever y'all get, if you're ever rolling like a live roll, you get that core grip. You see how long you hang on? Even if, like, yeah, even if he's like here. That's our turn. Now we're trying to back to hold it forward. It's a really strong grip just to hold it along. Any questions you still have today?
I kind of noticed, like, when I'm trying to do what you did, you know, kind of stop, jump, liberal, like smooth.
Oh, okay. You don't want the middle of your chest on the shoulder. Instead, you want like the bottom of your neck and your chin resting on the shoulder. That's where I end up. I'm just on Ryan's back. I'm just like this. This is how I want to end up anyways, right? So I might as well just start there. Right? Instead of getting all the way up here, then have to worry about pulling Ryan back up here so I can start right here. Right? I want to finish my chokes and stuff from here. I can possibly do something right here, but those somewhere here.
So the other one doesn't fall through, you try to protect that person.
Right. So you ever have questions, in the Discord there's a channel called Gym Schedule.